each other how many lifetimes now? 3 or 4 reincarnations. And we are properly starting back in Samaria. We were both percussionists.
It all goes back to Samaria.
You were a poet. Remember, you were like,
Remember that time?
you were writing your poems into stone.
Carving words into stone.
He still is.
That was so amazing time. That's when we met. And then, you know, lifetimes after lifetimes after
Fast
lifetimes.
forward.
Suddenly, it's like 1989, and we meet each other.
Way back.
And so, you know, Ben was playing jazz at that time. That's exactly what I was looking for. And someone said, "You got to meet this guy Ben." And I go, and I'm like, "Okay, that's the best drum I ever heard in my life." It's true. And then we just bonded, and then he joined Sky Cries. That's the second founding memory.
I have a memory that kind of set the whole stage for the next few lifetimes, and that was when I went to the first rehearsal, and I had kind of perused the first 2 albums, Donate the Dirt and Grinder Cease, and so I'm like, all right, which songs are we playing? And he goes, oh, we're not going to play any of those songs. We're not playing those anymore. I go, oh, okay. So what's the new ones? Well, we're going to make them. We're making them now. Whatever we do today is...
That's
okay, so
funny.
we're just starting blank, scratch, nothing. Yeah, okay, what do we do? So we put a record on, and I played to that, but we've just been always kind of able to make something happen from like a germinating, intuitive...
Straight scratch.
Yeah, that's a
It's
flow.
always the 2 of us. So what's unique about this album is that Ben and I really, you know, we wrote a lot just freaking out, collaborating. And then we'd bring it to the band, and the band would start adding all their very important parts. And then suddenly we got a little tiny bit of an arrangement, and then just let it fly. You know, so the whole album is an improvisation. From note to last note, it's all improv. But it sounds like there's a song in there.
A special kind of improv.
Yeah.
You call it orchestral, and my early training in drums was I took lessons for 3 years with Kathy Ram, the principal percussionist now with the Seattle Symphony. So I was learning all that proper stuff. You know, that's how I have good technique. Okay, and it was turned into a rock and roller. But the orchestral thing comes kind of from Roderick and I working back and forth because like if the band's playing and I want to make something change really rapidly, I stop. See, the band goes, whoa, what happened? Bottom drops
like,
out. And within that split second, within that split second, everyone makes their next move. You know, everyone makes their split second next choice, right?
Yeah.
But we forced the thing down there. And then Roderick and I kind of know when to kind of pull the vacuum in, you know, pull it down for when he comes into the vocals. Somehow he comes in the same spot as I want to do it. And they're not normal. If you count out bars, don't bother. They're going to be very strange, you know. They're like it's not normal phrasing in our new music at all.
Not. I would hate to watch someone try to score it, like the entire piece, like a symphony. That would be hilarious. That stuff would be all over the place.
And what about the unapologetically cosmic philosophy regarding our aesthetics? Remember, we went through this thing, and you said, unapologetic. I said, this is totally cosmic. He wrote back, texted, unapologetically. So this album's unapologetically cosmic. We pulled out all the stops.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're not faking it this time.
Yeah.
Not that we really ever did. We always were in our moment, which was futuristic.
This is a deeper thing.
This is deeper because it's really everything everyone's wanting to do. You know, sometimes in a band they're like, oh, this song, or leaning this way, or leaning that way. And you got to say a 10-song album, you've got like 7 different directions. You know what I mean? And so then this time everyone was in sync. They're just like, somehow we've been waiting for this to happen.
Yeah, we lucked out with getting a really great group. They're all stars in their own right, and they came in with a blank slate like I came in, 30 years ago with we don't do those songs anymore. Same thing happened to them. So as far as they're concerned, whatever we kind of push direction towards is where we're going, right? So we all kind of molded and shaped it together.
Yeah. No, as each element comes in, you'll see tonight when we run them, just like, with the whole band, Deborah, everybody, it's like, we that's the weird part. I'm walking out of rehearsals completely altered.
Yeah.
Which is rare. That didn't happen back in the day so much. It was like, get your chops up, nail every spot. This time we're like, we just get to like open up completely.
Yeah, we've opened up the edges and everything, took the creases off it, and just started to. We really pulled the process apart, you know. And then the new music that's yet to come out, you guys will hear it after in the next stuff, is kind of a style meanders. It never locks into anything, but it moves forward.
Yeah.
That's a lot in this album too. That's where that kind of started.
Yeah, like we're doing this nautical trilogy. It's spoken word. And so the spoken word part is like what I started with, and then Ben interprets it into a sound. It's not a song, it's prose. It's like really amazing. It's a whole new collaboration. Endeavor sang in on the first one. It's going awesome.
Here we asked our producer, Jack Andino, to join the group. So at first that's what he was doing. He was recording and producing us, but then there was a change in our personnel, and I texted him on the 4th of July randomly, and I just said, why not ask him? Because Roderick said, we got to find new people. So we were just there, and I said, just as soon. So he said, yes. He said, are you kidding? I'd love to. For real? And I was like, you got it. And then we got Kevin, who's also from Love Battery. And he is like one of the most innovative guitarists, I think. He's not strum. He's got all these intricate little patterns he weaves in and out. He really works with me a lot like that. And then Jack has this sort of more a fluid West Coast psychedelic thing. So they have their they're working their relationship out. It's still in flux. They're working on what they do together. It's cool.
Yeah, it's like straight out of Joy Division. His bass lines are so intense.
He is
Kurt
like
Ekman, our bass player, he's just like the way he's like, holy hell.
he always stands next to me, but we never really look at each other directly. It's like we have this sort of, I know exactly what he's going to do, and he knows what I'm going to do. And we've only been playing together on and off in different groups and in studio stuff, you know, for a few years. So it's just weird. Then he and I were both in Love Battery together with Kevin. There's a bunch of people from Love Battery got headhunted.
And we took them. we stolen them away.
Yeah, Roderick's a good headhunter. That's really, he was headhunting all the people from Sky Cries Mary, and then and I help out.
Because there's been something like 18 members of Sky Cries.
We had such a great singer, Anissa Romero, and she moved on to do different things. And we were like, what are we going to do? We'll just go with one singer. We're just going to go with Roderick. And when he was over in Seattle tracking with me, I was playing piano, and Deb was singing with me, and he heard that. And then he heard some recordings we had made, and he said, wow, her voice would fit perfectly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The sound. It was amazing. It was kind of like one of those like singing in the shower, and then you realize they have this insane voice. But she was actually singing while Ben was playing the piano, so her pitch was like really good. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't know you were right here this whole time.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, lurking
Just like
around behind trees.
Wow.
Won't you be my neighbor?
I would say she brings a
Neighbor.
soul aspect to the band that it did not used to have.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think that I try to bring creatively sort of a Afro-futurist perspective. I bring a lot of soul and a lot of just creativity.
Some jazz delivery
A
style.
little bit of jazz delivery. I think it's been a very exciting journey. I guess I first sang with these guys on the Thieves and Sirens album. Now the Secrets of a Planet, we can really just gone off in this incredible direction where everybody is
They're so in it.
yeah, everybody's just really invested. So it's just amazing.